Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to continue on with our Starseed series. We have so far talked about the Arcturians, so go ahead and check that video out. But now we're going to talk about the Lyrans. So before we get started, I just want you guys to know that I have compiled this information so you guys don't have to look up a bunch of sources from personal experience as well as information from online. So know that some of this information is not my own, but I have compiled it for you. And then I also want to mention very quickly that some of these traits that I'll talk about you might identify with, you might not. There can be probably several that I haven't mentioned and several that you've never heard of, and that's okay because the starseed stuff, there is a lot of controversy about it, about which beings are which and this and that, and that's okay, because it's all about our personal experience and this is what I perceive, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start by talking a little bit about Lyra. So the Lyran beings are associated with the star system of Lyra. Now in Lyra, there is a bright star called Vega, and in the star system of Lyra, there are several planets in which the Lyrans inhabit. Now, Lyrans are one of the oldest souls types in our galaxy. It is said that the Lyrans were the first ones to Earth. They planted the seeds for Atlantis, for Lemuria. They gave Earth a lot of the knowledge, and they are as well associated with the ancient Egyptians. And we will get into that a little bit later. But for their appearance, now let's go to their appearance, okay? Now, they are humanoid, but sometimes they will have feline or cat-like features, and other times they will have bird-like features. When I went into meditation, actually, the first star being that I encountered was Lyran. And I can talk about that more in depth, but I believe that I have lived a life in Lyra on one of the planets, and I have a memory when I go into meditation of being with, I believe it is my sister or a member of my family. I'm definitely cat-like being. She's a cat-like being. More like a lion, I would say. And clear as day, there's an asteroid coming down to our planet, and it's chaotic, and it was like so sudden, as if we were just outside and all of a sudden reptilians had come onto our planet and they were taking us, they were being violent. And I remember grabbing my sister's hand and running through this field of very high grass, and it's very short. That's where I get, but I feel it very strongly, and I feel that I was there and she was there. And I remember she turned her head and she looked back and there was pain in her eyes, and it's actually a very traumatic memory, a traumatic experience, and for some reason that is what I remember. And I don't remember after that, I don't remember before that, but that is one of the first visions slash memories that I have of one of my starseed origins, which is Lyra. My actual starseed origin, I've been told by readers, and I identify with myself, is of Arcturus, but I do feel like I lived a lifetime on Lyra, so it's kind of confusing, but I just wanted to quickly share that with you guys. But anyway, so they can appear like cats, they can appear like birds, and then that's why a lot of people do believe that the Lyrans appeared to the ancient Egyptians, and so the ancient Egyptians saw them as gods, and so that is why a lot of the ancient Egyptian gods have animal heads, such as Ra with the falcon, Horus, Anubis with the dog, things like that. Bastet with the cat, in particular Bastet and Horus and Ra. But anyway, so that I thought was an interesting little tidbit there. And they were known as wisdom keepers because they held all this ancient knowledge and they brought that to Earth. They helped Earth become developed. They brought the element of fire to Earth, which is really interesting. But anyway, so that's just a really quick little background on them. Now we're going to talk about the starseed traits of Lyrans, okay? So know that if you're watching this and you are a starseed, right, usually we're more than one starseed. Sometimes we are just one. Sometimes we're not starseeds at all. But I feel as if most of us have lived several lifetimes on a couple, at least, starseed or star systems. So here are the traits of. Now, I don't like to get into physical traits because humans, as we are now, I don't really think some people do believe in that. I feel like because these are beings that are higher, they're not on a 3D level, I feel that that energy is not going to be transferred in a 3D form. So I don't really feel as if your looks have anything to do with it. Some people will tell you it does. Like some people will say, oh, they look like a cat in appearance and they're tall and they're slender and I don't really believe that, but if you do, go ahead. But for that reason, I'm not going to look at physical traits. I'm going to look at more personality traits, okay? So I'm going to read a list here that I've compiled and you see if you resonate with any of them, okay? So first for starseed, intelligent, loves to experience the 3D, right? So these are beings from different dimensions, higher dimensions, but they love to experience the 3D. So they love food, they love drink, they love music, things like that. Natural leaders, romantic, fighters not in the sense of like aggressiveness, but fighting for what they're passionate about. So fighting about, anything that they're passionate about, social issues. They also want to achieve great things. They go fearlessly. They give their all to things that they're passionate about. They are also drawn to the paranormal. They are also sometimes serious, at least they appear serious on the outside, stern and serious. They're a very hard worker, and they will not give up on a project. If they've set their mind to it and it's something that they're passionate about, they're a very hard worker. They also enjoy watching people. So they're very interested in other people. So if you find yourself sitting and being like, watching other people from afar, they're not very social. It's always from afar. Like if they're at a party, there's somebody kind of sitting against the wall on the couch and they're watching others, okay? And also, of course, this one is that they do have a strong attraction to cats, as in they're very interested in cats like them, and that's because of that cat-like energy that they did house in their previous lifetimes. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information. It's not a very long video, but I just want to make these quick, to the point videos, okay, about this, because I find that if it drags on too long, it's like, we need to know, right? We need to know. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will probably be doing another one. I will be doing another one at some point, and I will see you then, okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.